In this video, I'd like to talk to you about the emotional intelligence competency, self-control. Emotional self-control, or as some researchers like to call it, emotional regulation, describes the ability to manage our emotions, particularly negative emotions, so that we can achieve our goals. Without self-control, negative emotions can overwhelm our ability to think clearly and, of course, act productively. So essentially, self-control is about managing ourselves so that our behavior is not controlled by our moods. Look, by now most people have heard of the legendary marshmallow test. Psychologist Walter Mischel invited preschoolers at Stanford University's Bing Nursery School to play a game. In the room, each child was shown a tray with marshmallows or other treats and offered the choice of having one immediately or two if they waited alone for 20 minutes. What the preschoolers did as they tried to wait unexpectedly turned out to predict a lot about their future lives. The more seconds they waited at age 4 or 5 went on to predict stronger academic performance, better self-worth in later life, greater capacity to cope with adversity, frustration, and stress. So in terms of the emotional capital model, self-control as a skill has 3 components to it. The first is calmness. People high in self-control generally exhibit a calm and relaxed demeanor and maintain a consistent mood. Look, I remember well the impact of my opening comment at the launch of our emotional intelligence program at the European media giant Sky. I told the group of senior execs, the single most important skill you need to be able to lead well in the second half of life is the ability to develop a peaceful mind. And I'm convinced that the ability to maintain a calm and peaceful mind in the face of relentless pressure is a critical skill in the formation of sound judgment and clear decision-making in our personal lives as well as our professional lives. The second component of self-control on the ECR is rational mindedness. Leaders who are high in this element are able to maintain a rational approach to problems and focus on the facts in a given situation. Or as a colleague of mine, Paul Ekman, describes it, between the spark of emotional reaction and the flame of behavior, there is a pause in which you can consider your behavior rationally. Now, psychologists call this cognitive reappraisal. Here we step back from the urgency of our thoughts and emotions to challenge our reactions intellectually. The third element is discipline. Disciplined people are well organized and prefer to approach tasks in an orderly fashion. But in terms of emotional intelligence, this is not discipline as you may think of it. Discipline is really a push strategy. Sure, strong will and discipline push us to excel. But like exceptional performance, we make real changes in our lives when we're pulled forward by the things we really want to do. It's really a pull strategy. You know, every day we act with discipline about certain things that are important to us or that we enjoy, except it actually doesn't feel like discipline because our actions have become habits. As the celebrated psychologist Roy Baumeister found out when he said, self-control turned out to be the most effective when people used it to establish good habits and break bad ones.